Hello all, welcome to this video tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to have a look at the various models of Raspberry Pi single board computer available in the market as of now. So this video does not cover all the models. I am just going to cover all the models that I have or I own. So let's get started with the earliest model. So the earliest model is Raspberry Pi model B plus 512 MB. So this is the first model of Raspberry Pi that I bought. So there were models earlier to this, but I really do not have them. So that's why I'm not covering those in this video. So this model has got 512 MB of RAM and around 700 megahertz processing speed. So this is the model, and basically the stuff is that all these models look almost same or almost similar. So there is no way you can distinguish between these models unless you have a look at the inscription here. Okay, so the name of the model is etched here. Okay, so this reads Raspberry Pi model B plus V1 v1.2. Okay, so this is the inscription, and see, the original model doesn't look like this. I have overclocked this and I have installed the heat sinks on the processor as well as memory. That's why the model looks like this. So the original stuff looks like this. Okay, the original IC of the processor, the integrated circuit of the processor looks like this. It is the surface mounted integrated circuit, and the circuit would look like exactly like this. Okay, so I have as I have told you, I have overclocked it and I have installed the heat sinks. So this is the Raspberry Pi 2. Okay, model B. It has got 1 GB of RAM. You can see here on the box. Okay, and this is the model. So it is exactly same. I mean, the surface layout is exactly same as the earlier version. This is the Raspberry Pi 3 model B. Okay, it also has got 1 GB of RAM, and as you can see, the stuff here on the board looks exactly same as the earlier models, and this is the model 3 B plus. So now there is a little bit difference between this model and earlier models. The difference is that you can see the 4 extra header pins here, okay, which are not present in any of the earlier version. Okay, so these are these 4 extra header pins which are present in this version and not present in the earlier version or earlier models. Okay, also the processor IC, it has got metallic look. It doesn't have the classic black look. Okay, so it is not black in color. So earlier ICs were black in color. Now those are hidden under the heat sinks. That's why you are not able to see them in the earlier model. But here for this model, the ICs are metallic. Okay, so the processor IC is metallic, and this part, I don't know what this part is as of now. So this is also present in this model. Okay, so these are the models of Raspberry Pi that I own. So all the models look almost exactly the same. All of them have got 4 USB ports, 1 LAN port. Okay, and the great advantage of this is that the cases, okay, the case, if you have bought a case, the case which holds this single board computer will be completely compatible with even this model. Okay, so very soon we are going to have a look at the cases in another video tutorial. All the boards that we are seeing now have got this similar GPIO layout. So let us discuss the advantage of that. So the main advantage of having the similar GPIO layout is that you can directly replace the earlier model with this model without having to make any changes in the code or the design of your hardware product. If you see closely, the number of pins are exactly the same for Raspberry Pi model 1 B plus 512 MB and Raspberry Pi 3 model B plus 1 GB. Okay, so all the GPIO pins are same, their position is exactly same, as well as their numbers, everything is exactly same. So you do not have to change the hardware layout of your product if it is based on Raspberry Pi. Also, you do not have to change any program that you have written for your application or your product. So if you are going to use Raspberry Pi for any sort of hardware application or product, or for home automation or for IoT, you might be using C or C++ programming language with the library wiring Pi, or you might be using Python programming language with GPIO library. As the functionalities of these pins do not change, you really do not have to even change your programs. So this is just plug and play for your application, right? Your applications will be even, or your application or your product will even be more powerful in case you replace this thing with the latest model, okay? And you really do not have to worry about the compatibility, software and hardware compatibility. Everything is fully backward compatible, okay? So if you have written a program on this, you can just directly copy and paste that program in the memory card of this model, and the program will run perfectly without any problem. So the same is true with all the models, okay? So even if you write a program for this and you try to copy that program from this computer to any of these boards, the program should run perfectly without any problem. Thanks a lot for watching this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we are going to have a look at the various cases that we are going to use for Raspberry Pi. Let me know your thoughts and suggestions in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I will see you next time.